Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to the channel. Today at Betwixt the Between Tarot, we are talking about June 8th through the 14th. Lots to talk about, I have a feeling, so let's get started. Let's take a look, see what's happening in your world. All right, showing up as the King of Swords. I like that. It's having boundaries, being able to say no. No means no. It's a whole sentence. I know I struggle with that. I'm like, no, because I did it. You know what? You don't have to give reasons. You just have to say the word. No. All right. And the King of Swords is also very logical. He thinks very reasonably. He's stable too. Decisive. Shows authority. So that's a great place to start out where you're feeling. All right, let's take a look and see what's happened in the past. In the past, you had something fabulous happen. Didn't feel it at the time, but it turned out to be really, really good. A gift from the universe is never going to feel good in the beginning. It feels like a slap across the face sometimes, but then as you look at it, you're thinking, oh my gosh, this was an amazing gift, and I'm glad that I got it. This is the Wheel of Fortune, and that's about good fortune and good luck and an unexpected event and fate. So sometimes those unexpected events can feel a little dangerous and scary and horrible, but it is planned by the universe to help get you out of your comfort zone and into something that suits you a little bit more. I'm going to say that this Wheel of Fortune is something that ended. A tower moment came through for you. Towers are never comfortable. They leave you with feelings of disgrace and upheaval and a downfall. Not quite sure where you want to go, but if you take a look on this particular card, this character looks pretty darn happy to have this come to an end. It's the end of a nightmare. It could be the end of something that just did not suit you well, but you held on to it because the money was good, or it made you feel okay, it was good enough. But in reality, the universe is saying, no, there is something better for you out there. And that put you right where you are right now in the energy of the King of Swords, thinking clearly, making logical decisions, and being decisive and moving forward with your life. I'm not going to lie, though, it is hard work. Carrying each one of those brooms is a responsibility that has to be met, something that has to be done. It's being laser focused on only the work and losing track of the things that are around you, the other things that are in your life. Your family, your friends. Sometimes we lose sight of everything that goes on in the periphery by focusing just entirely on the work. So this is a card in the future of there's going to be a lot of hard work, but please don't lose sight of those around you and of what is happening in your world besides just the work. The Seven of Wands is the outcome. There's going to be something that's going to come about that's going to put you in a position pretty quickly where you feel defensive and where you're going to have to use your voice. You're going to have to say the words, and that is great because right now you already know where your boundaries are. So coming up in the future, you're going to have to defend those boundaries. It may come up on you pretty fast, but it is coming up in the future position. So keep an eye out for something that makes you feel like you need to be defensive, that you may just need to say, no, you've crossed a boundary and I'm not going there. I'm not going to do that or whatever. But something may be coming up in the future that puts you in that sort of situation. And it's usually pretty quick. It's a surprise, kind of catches you off guard. During this time of this kind of upheaval we had going on with this Wheel of Fortune that didn't feel like a Wheel of Fortune, felt kind of more like a tower, and then the tower showed up. It did put you in a situation where you felt a little protective of your money and your finances. This is a card of being protective, a feeling of scarcity, of being aware of what you have and how to spend it and how to not go too far and too fast with that. The Star, I love that. The Star is the card that comes after the Tower. It's the card of healing, of seeing things for what they were, of becoming whole again, of of being guided and having hope and having faith. And the best part about that is it's connected to that Tower card and also the King of Swords. So you have had the faith and the hope, and you have reached that moment of being more like the King of Swords rather than the person who is struggling through that Tower moment. It's a beautiful place. Another card saying the end. Something else is changing. This is the World card. This is the end of the cycle for sure. It's completed. It is done. It's a successful completion. It's an accomplishment. There may be some travel involved. You might want to be in a position where you're thinking about taking a trip and going someplace. I want to say flying. And so there may be something coming up with that. Three of Pentacles, putting yourself out there, taking time to do well with a project that you're working on with a teammate. This could be a team situation. You might be working together with others, or this may be you needing to actually say, hey, look, this is what I did, and show off your work that you have done. You have definitely been carrying quite a burden, though. Page of Swords is coming up here for you. The Page of Swords is going to be about learning things and about being a curious thinker and asking questions. If you're not in a position where you're not quite sure what's happening, ask the questions. Let things flow. The Knight of Cups, possibly a love connection coming in for you. The Knight of Cups is also a romantic message, a messenger, or somebody that's coming in. This person, whoever this is, feels very charming, and they feel their emotions very, very deeply. They are someone who will just love bomb you to pieces. So be prepared. If love is coming in, you might get love bombed. It might be one of those. And here it is, the Lover. So you do have, if you're looking for love, you do have love coming in. There is an option for it. And he is incredibly, I laugh because the Knight of Cups coming in, and then the Lovers coming right after that is just iconic. Oh, the message that love might be coming in, and then the Lover's card where it actually did come in, and then he or she love bombing you to bits. It's just romantic, right? The Queen of Pentacles, being stable with this. You do want to be stable and pay attention. You are very much someone who nurtures your home and your resources, taking care of your money and being practical, and being smart with your money, not wasting it, paying attention to the deals that come through, and not making investments that are dodgy. That's just what I heard. I say it when I say what I hear. 10 of Pentacles, you are doing well. The abundance is there. All your needs are being met. It's a good place for you to be. And the Hangman. It's a feeling of taking a look at everything from a different perspective. Every angle is getting a glance. You're looking at it from every perspective that there is, taking a look and making sure that you're in the right place. And it can also too feel like a little bit like you're stuck. Can feel like some of you might feel like you're stuck and that you're not sure what you want to do. Some of you may feel like you're just going to let go and release whatever that is on your mind, that's weighing so heavily on your mind. I can't let that go, because that is one of those cards that leaves me wondering, well, hanging on to what? What am I thinking about? What am I so worried about? Let's see what it is. And it's the Balance, because you do have this Queen of Pentacles who's about nurturing home and taking care of home and loving home and all of that. And then the next one being having enough, the 10 of Pentacles, followed by the Hangman, which is having you wondering what it is. But the clarifying card is about balance. It's finding the balance between home and work and the things that bring you peace and comfort. And again, Knight of what is this? Knight of Pentacles. Taking things slow and steady. You can see that he's got the land all ready to start growing things back in the background, being slow and steady and progress without hurry or being reckless. So taking things nice and slow and cautiously is what Spirit is having me say. Okay. All right, Aquarius. Whoops, well, there you go. That just flew right out. Creativity, use your imagination. Take some time back here. I was saying that you might, if you were a painter, that maybe you should show some of your work somewhere. And here we go with this, all these paintbrushes on there. That's awesome. I love that. So take some time and use your creativity, use your skills that you have. It is good for your soul and it does clear your mind. It's very tranquil if you are a creative person. And again, love, you got love coming in. Love is the word today. That's for sure. I like that. Thank you, Aquarius, for coming into Betwixt the Between Tarot and hanging out for a whole reading. It pleases me so much when you stick around to the end. If anything resonated with you, I wouldn't be unhappy if you hit the like and the subscribe button on your way out. It helps my channel grow, and I am small. I'm just getting started. So please share your support as best you can. Thank you again, and we'll talk next week.